Hello, I'm Joe Walensky, and I'm the conference organizer for the Convey UX event that is coming up for its 14th time in April. And I have the fun task of chatting with our speakers from the event. Today, I'm talking with Geoff Harrison. Hello, Jeff. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Joe?
Yeah, it's looks like it's going to be a fairly fine day for a change in Bellingham, Washington, where I have a home office about 80 miles north of Seattle. Where are you talking to me from?
Yeah, I'm in Seattle, so just south of you, and you're right. It's we got the sun out, which is rare for us. I don't think we've seen it in a few weeks, and yeah, it's feeling good.
Yeah, well, our event is still a few months out, but it's just a good time to get a preview, learn a little bit about you and the topic. So, best place to start is if you could talk a little bit about yourself, some of your background and the nature of the work you're involved in.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been in product design, strategy and design for, well over 20 years now, but started in more of, a graphic design background, got into sort of video and film, and then really into UX and product design from that path. I really started getting interested in it and started steering my career more toward, you know, uh, developing software solutions and thinking about, user experience, the understanding human behavior and sort of, how to create, great tools and systems for people, and my career has been mostly on the services side, so mostly on the agency side, starting with a small firm, and then you know joining Blink about 14 years ago, and building up kind of the design side of the house, but obviously with inside of a consultancy, bridging that with deep research expertise, and today we really go to market at Blink to help companies develop strategies for their product design, um, how they get to market with their products and services, and so it's a real full suite, but also focused on user experience, and very much in that lane.
Well, as the Chief Experience Officer at Blink, where Blink's heading into a new year. Obviously, there's always a lot of things going on, a lot of new opportunities and challenges. Are there any particular things that you're thinking about with the organization as you move forward leading it this year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that you know we're talking a lot about, how rapidly the world is changing, for practitioners, product practitioners in strategy, research, and design. The tool sets are changing, the speed at which organizations want to move, is increasing. But yet there's still, barriers to doing that. So a lot of what we're talking about is how we can, you know, help teams unlock how they get to market, unlock how they develop with these technologies. So, I would say I sort of think of it in three pieces. There's sort of these AI native applications that we get asked to work on. These are, think of these as, organizations really trying to AI enable their data into, native systems that you can query and get insights out of. There's another track which is I call AI enhanced, which is taking existing applications and adding, intelligent features to them. And then the last one that we're hearing a lot about from our customers is about accelerating the product development life cycle. So, how can product design research play a role in helping organizations enable these things and do them faster, right? So how do their teams accelerate and get things done? So anyway, those are the things that are really top of mind right now that we're doing a lot of work around, both with clients, but also to bring them, smart solutions, experimenting a lot ourselves, in terms of, thinking about how to do these things and trying to develop some tips and tricks to bring to them. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure a lot of that is fed into what you're going to talk about at the conference.
Yep.
Your session title is How Product Organizations Must Transform to Stay Relevant and Drive Impact. So, tell us a little bit about what we can expect from that.
Yeah, well, I think you're exactly right, Joe. I sort of line the topic directly up with what we were thinking about, toward the end of last year, and really seeing what our clients are asking of us, which is, they're trying to modernize, and sort of unlock business efficiency and stay competitive. They want to increase their speed to market, and they want to enable intelligence and automation, right? And so, the question for us is how do we help do that? How can we add value to that equation? Or even inside of, we work with a lot of product teams. We're not just asked to do things, end to end. It's always pretty integrated with our clients and what they're doing. So, in thinking about that, and Blink thinking about that, I was thinking that that would make a nice conference topic just to talk about, what are we seeing there? Especially if you look at, the product development life cycle, but also how teams are organized inside of organizations, um, where they're trying to move to, how to do that, what we've seen as effective across, a number of different examples. And yeah, just try to bring that to the conference, insights that we're having into this and what we're seeing work, and also things that we're still experimenting with, right? That we're not as sure about. But yeah, it really aligns with everything that Blink is trying to do in this conference topic.
Well, thanks for taking the time to chat with me for a few minutes about yourself and about the topic you're going to talk
Of
about.
course. Yeah.
And we'll look forward to seeing you at the event in April.
Yeah. Sounds great. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Bye bye.